Is it recording? Yeah, it is. Hello. Welcome to my video. This is gonna be get ready with me slash answering more demisexuality question video. So I don't know, it's not gonna be really a tutorial, but I'm gonna be doing my makeup because I have to do my makeup for the day. And I had a dream that I'm gonna turn this on. I had a dream that I was filming and I woke up and I was like, man, I should re-answer questions because I feel like, I don't know if I'm getting a lot of questions, but I'm getting a lot of comments on the video that I posted a couple months ago. And I haven't really posted, actually I haven't at all posted since then. No, I'm here to talk about demisexuality part 2. So anyways, I've been getting a lot of questions and I have the video open on my phone. My phone's locked now, but it was open. And one of the comments made me laugh because it was like, demisexuality is just a ton of horny teenagers. And I was like, okay, you're wrong. But I mean, I respect your opinion, but it's the wrong one. Also, this got like way too many views. I mean, not too many, but I mean, it got like way more views than I was initially expecting it to get. I mean, I guess there aren't too many videos about demisexuality, that's why I made the video to begin with. But yeah. Also, if I just go quiet, because, you know, focusing on that fresh makeup game. I don't know if I should get back into making tutorials. I'm just kind of lazy. Okay, anyways. So, Bob Hope from 4 months ago said that they have a lot of questions. So we're just gonna go into it. I didn't like prepare answers. I haven't looked at these comments. So I mean, these might be more personal opinion, like personal experience based rather than like factual or scientific, I guess. Because everyone's experiences are different, like with everything. Not just like sexuality, but just like in general, everyone has a different experience with something. So my experience and my answers could vary compared to someone else's answers. And again, these aren't like scientific, so if you want more factual answers, you might have to go to Google for that. Okay, first question is there a difference to you between attraction and sexual attraction? For me, personally, I feel like there is a difference, but I guess it depends on the situation. So like, I've been dating someone for 8 months, and I'll probably reference to them a lot just because they're cool and I like them a lot. But like, I'm sexually attracted to them, but then like, I can find someone to be attractive, but I won't be sexually attracted to them. Like, I can see someone and be like, wow, I appreciate their beauty, or I think they are a cute looking person, but I'm not going to be like, man, really wanna hit the bed with them. Sure, that's something people say, hit the bed. That's not something I'll say or experience really. So yeah, I guess there is a difference. Just because I feel like I can find someone to be beautiful, but I don't particularly like wanna do the two with them. If that makes sense. I don't know. Okay. Next question. Is this more common to one sex or equally distributed? I'm assuming you mean to one gender. Gender's a whole different thing. So gender's also a spectrum. There's more than one gender. That's a fucking fact. More than one way to identify. All that stuff. And I don't really know, to be honest. I know I have met more female. The demisexual community could be more male-based or other gender-based. So I don't really, I don't know. Sorry, that probably didn't answer your question at all. Okay, number 3. Is this more common amongst a certain age demographic or equally distributed? Again, I don't know. I have met more demisexual, all of them being females, more demisexual people, being in the more younger adult age group. I've met like young 20-year-olds that are demisexuals and stuff at like pride parades, but I don't know. It could be just more of a, I feel like this is what I feel like. I feel that demisexuality is equally distributed, but people that are much older don't know that there's a word for it, because the word is fairly new. I think like the label of it is fairly new. There are adults that identify that way, but they don't have a word for it. Like they don't know the word for it, so they don't claim to identify as it. They just say whatever they call it themselves, if that makes sense. Okay, number 4. Is it the understanding that majority do feel immediate sexual attraction, sexual fantasy when viewing people with whom they have no emotional bond? Is it? Okay, so I think what this means is people that don't identify as demisexual. Like, is it a stigma or stereotype or whatever that most people just feel sexual attraction? And I feel like in our society, that is how it is. Like that's how people perceive other people to feel. I doubt that it is, because there's so many people that can just have a conversation with someone and not feel attraction. That's what a lot of friendships are. But also we are in what some adults are calling the hookup generation, which I've been reading a lot of articles about this lately, and it seems like we aren't really a hookup generation. It's just like that's what adults that write articles perceive us as. I cannot speak when I'm doing my eyebrows. Give me like 5 minutes. What I was saying is, I feel like we're stereotyping to thinking that we're in a hookup culture currently, or a hookup generation, whatever pleases your fancy to call it. And I feel like that is wrong. That's what I feel like. Because a lot of articles written by people of our generation, or of my age group at least, say that we aren't really in a culture like that anymore, just like adults just think that we always are, because teenagers are supposed to love sex, and we're addicted to sex because it's something we couldn't have as children and whatever. But it's like become more prominent that people in my age group and young adults in general are just having less sex because they're like, nah man, I don't really wanna. So I feel like majority of people assume that people feel immediate sexual attraction, just because that's what society and movies and everything else has made it seem to be. but we don't actually. Or, well, not we, because I don't really identify with that group, but people don't actually. If that makes sense. Number 5 is, can demisexuals identify a person as aesthetically pleasing without an emotional bond, or is the emotional connection the sole qualifier of attractiveness? I feel like I answered this question, like, I feel like this kind of coincides with number 1. But yeah, I feel like people can find someone aesthetically pleasing without the emotional connection. Because like, you can see someone, I feel, and appreciate their beauty. At least that's how it is for me. I can see someone and appreciate that they are very good looking. But I just, and like, I don't have a bond with them, but I just like don't have a sexual attraction towards them, or like I just don't feel attracted towards them. But I can say that they look alright. So I guess that's how it is for me. Maybe it just depends on the person, but that's how I have always experienced it. The next question is, this is a personal question. Since all people are different in countless ways, does labeling seem more constructive towards unity? If so, why? I think it does. But that, again, like you said, this is a personal question, so I'm going to answer it personally. I feel like a lot of people don't like labels, and that's completely understandable. What I can respect people that do not want a label. I completely understand where they're coming from with it. But what I don't understand is when people say labels are useless, I don't want to live in a label country or a label society, blah, blah, blah. Because maybe you feel that way, but there is some person that needs that label to feel safe or needs to feel united with a community. So like, having demisexual as a label for me makes me feel much safer and much more whole as a person, rather than to say, oh, this is how I feel, this is how I'm attracted to someone, this is what my sexuality is. I much rather have that label because it makes me, I don't know, just makes me feel united with a community. So I feel like if you're in that same boat where you feel like labels do help a community, then yeah, it can totally come down to unity, and it can totally help with unity. But if you're a person who just doesn't feel that way, then that's understandable as well. Oh yeah, so there's the comment where it's like, so basically it's not being a horny teenager. Okay, Christine cries. You're incorrect. Because someone actually replied to this. Fan. Okay. Because we can be turned on, we can be horny and stuff, at least. I'm just gonna say I can, because maybe some person doesn't identify this way. I can feel that way, but the sexual attraction has nothing to do with the sexual needs. That's literally what the person commented in reply, and a plus way to put that. Yeah, your sexual needs, your body just has sexual needs sometimes, but it doesn't relate to the way you're attracted to someone. Okay, someone said, oh, this is a long one. For males, demisexuality can be extremely hard because recently it's called hard as well as non-groups. So they commented and pretty much said there's an extreme hurdle when a demisexual is an introvert and needs a lot of alone time. Completely agree. Yeah, that's freaking rough. When you have needs, and you find someone to be attractive, but you just like are very introverted and need to be alone a lot, and it's really hard to go try to face that attraction, I suppose, and see if they're a good match for you. So yeah, that is very difficult, and I completely understand, and I'm really sorry that it's much harder for you as a male to feel that way as well. I feel like people assume just like males have it easier off no matter what their sexuality is. Okay. Let's just talk about all of the gay males and how they have suffered. Any trans males. Like, it's not easy for males either. I feel just like anytime a male is put in a situation, people assume that they can deal with it easier because they are a male, they're strong, blah blah blah. But that is a dumb way to assume things. Stop fucking assuming, because that's really dumb. Someone commented, "This video made me know my sexuality." Oh, that's really nice. I'm happy that my jibber jabbering of pointless, well, not pointless, of just spewing of words that had no really reason or rhyme to it helped you. That's really lovely. Okay, whatever. That was really rude of me to be like, okay, whatever. But they were pretty much saying like, don't bully me for my opinions. I don't think anyone should bully anyone, but if you are like, hey, being demisexual is gross, then, you know, I mean, you're bullying me, so I can bully you. Fucking deal with it. Okay. I'm demisexual, and as a result, every single relationship I've ever been in, I've been cheated on significantly. Really sad, and I'm very sorry that that has happened to you. I've been cheated on because I didn't want to go certain ways with someone. I'd been dating them for a whole year, actually, and I still just like wasn't ready to do some things, and they ended up cheating on me because they found someone who I guess could do what I wasn't providing, which was really rough at first, but then I had to realize that like I can find much better if there's someone who can't support me for who I am and what I deal with, then there's no reason I should have been with them in the first place. So, and I'm dating a lovely person who supports me in all the things and is always there for me, which is a plus. I hope you all find someone like that. I'm really sorry though, that's really rough. I started seeing a girl that thinks she's demisexual about a month ago. She mentioned she has romantic feelings. I like her, but I don't want to feel like I'm investing time in something that may or may not happen. Okay, so if you feel like, if you're already thinking that it's not going to be worth your time, I mean, maybe talk to them about that, because like that already, you guys have only been seeing each other for like a month and you're already like, I don't really need this. Then that's, if you feel like if you feel like that it's already not going to be worth your time, then stop putting more time into it and investing in their time when you can't be committed to that. Because being in a relationship, you don't need romantic feelings, you don't need sexual things. I mean, obviously those are like bases for relationships, but relationships are just really good friendships. And if you're looking for a romantic relationship or a sexual relationship, and this person has told you like, hey, my romantic feelings might not happen in this relationship because that's just how it is, and you're like, man, I don't want to be with someone like that, then don't be with them, because they will find someone who will support them in the way that they need. Obviously, I'm not saying don't just like, I'm not saying just like break up with them, because that's not the way to do this. But people need support, and if you cannot support them, and if you cannot be there for them when they need it, then just maybe being with them isn't going to be the best option for you. But I don't know. Try it out, I guess. But just like don't get in too deep and then end up hurting yourself or hurting the other person and saying things that you don't mean because you feel like you weren't ready for it, because they have told you in advance, and you cannot use this as, you cannot use their sexuality in the way that they were born as a reason to be mad at them. Break up with them if you feel like that's what you need, end the relationship. But don't do it in a way that will make it seem like their sexuality is invalid, because it's not their fault. And it's not your fault either. But if you know that it's not going to work out in the long run, and you feel already that it's not going to be worth your time, then there's no reason to dedicate more time to it, if that makes sense. Anyways, I like to listen to how demisexuals experience sexual attraction because they only have a demi once. It's interesting to know how other demisexuals feel. Yeah, that's really nice. I like that too. I like listening to people's stories. This is by far the best video I've seen on this subject. Thank you for making it. You are welcome. Hi, I'm demisexual as well and a teenager, and it's nice to see people talking about it. Do you ever feel invalid? I feel that way a lot. Yeah. I do feel that way a lot. We're so underrepresented, and representation is a huge thing, but besides that, a lot of people just don't understand it, and they question you, and I feel like no matter what the thing is when you get questioned, you just feel invalid, no matter what the situation is. Like, even if people are like, are you sure you're 17? And it's like, I mean, yeah, but like, you know, you're questioning me. I could be wrong for all I know. So I just feel like, or at least that's what happens with me. Whenever people question me, I'm just like, I mean, you're older, right? Or you're younger even. You could fucking be correct. I don't know shit. So yeah, I feel invalid a lot. And it's not like I enjoy it, because I don't, but that's just like how it is. But where the hell did all these sexualities come? It was gay and straight, now demisexual and bisexual, and demisexual is pretty much having feeling for someone before having sex with them, so why the hell do we need critics? Hunty, Mudkip Gaming. Oh yeah, I love Mudkip Gaming. Oh, that was rude, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to treat all these comments with respect. Where all these sexualities come from? Honey, they have been here since the dawn of time. We just finally have decided to find a word for them. So you're welcome that we have gifted you with our name and our label so you can understand things. And we have gifted you with these amazing videos and content and Google and information and everything else that you need to understand these sexualities. I'm so sorry that's an inconvenience for you, that there are more sexualities in the world than just being straight and gay. But there are. Wow. Next, the word you're looking for at the beginning of the video, sexual orientations. Yeah, boy, I could not remember that word to save my life, and I was really embarrassed about it afterwards, because I was like, oh, you know, the word that everyone uses always. I'll tell you what demisexuality is. A bunch of friendless, lonely, moronic dickheads who have to create a label so that they can just have a struggle and that they're part of something. Why don't you walk to the homeless dude and ready to have? Who the fuck cares? That's not me. Oh, warrior of right. You're so right. You totally know me, and you like know how I feel, and you like know my experiences. Oh, I mean, I should totally listen to you. I'm just gonna, you know, like identify as the most heterosexual now. You're so right. Okay, next, you're wrong. How do you find you were demi? I found out I was demi when I was in a relationship and this person kept forcing me to do things, and I was like, nah, man, I'm not down with it. And they were like, but why? And I was like, because I'm not. And I just didn't have an emotional bond with them, and I didn't feel that way for them. And that's just how it was. I wasn't gonna force myself to feel something for someone when I didn't. And at the end of the day, when they were trying to, you know, make out with me and do things with me and I didn't feel it, I was just like, I don't know what's happening here, but I gotta do some research. And then I did, and then I identified, and everything fell into place. Yeah, so that was that. Also, those were all the questions. I mean, I don't know if I should like keep talking about it or if I should just like make this a get ready with me. Yeah, I'm gonna go charge my phone though because Hunty is losing her battery. So those were all the questions about it, but like if you guys have any more, just hit me up in the comments of this one or in the other one. I feel like I should have not made this a get ready with me, but it's too late. I've already committed to it. Also, my like normal camera is dead, so I'm charging it, but I'm using like an old camera right now. Yeah. Also, how do we feel about this setup? I've never done it before. Not like I'm gonna do it often, because I don't do YouTube often. But usually I would put my camera here, like in my old videos, like 2 years ago. And it was like a pretty shit setup. But now I feel like it's better. Let's see. How else? So, let me talk about my relationship. That's fun, I guess. I mean, I love talking about my relationship. But someone commented and said they love learning about how other demisexuals experience sexuality. So here we go. So I have been in a relationship for 8 months. And the person I won't name because I like having some privacy. But they're really, really cool. It's a dude. He's a dude, I guess. Is the way I describe that. And he's lovely. I told him I was demisexual. I want to say like a month into our relationship. Like we had been talking for a while before. And well, not a while. We'd been talking for like a month before, and we'd become really good friends. But I hadn't told him because I was developing. I had emotions for him, and I like low-key knew that I was like in love with him by the time we started dating, but I just like didn't want to tell him I was demisexual yet, I guess, and so I didn't, but I definitely felt that way, and or I felt emotions toward him in that way. Oh, there's fake eyelashes on my makeup palette. And I think I just like told him like after like a month into our relationship, I was like, hey, this is what it is. I hope that's cool with you. And I think I actually uploaded that video. Oh my god, I totally think I came out to him like through the video. Like I think I like told him and then I sent him a link to the video, or like I sent him a link to the video and then I told him. But yeah, yikes. I guess that's a way to come out to someone. I don't know. I haven't done it often. But he's really, really cool. He's very supportive of who I am as a person, and I bet you he's watching this video, so hey bae, what's up? Oh my god, I just called him bae. I hate myself. Yeah, he's very supportive of who I am as a person, and he's really cool. I feel like when it comes to any sexuality, healthy relationships are really important, because whether you're gay or straight or bi, or any relationship is just, you need a healthy relationship, and you can't tolerate people who are mean to you. And if someone is treating you like you are not the fucking king or queen or goddess or shining star that you are, then break up with that person. They don't deserve you. Sorry about it, but that's a fucking fact. And just fucking have a good time. Guys, relationships are just supposed to be a good time. And if you're not having a good time in the relationship that you're in, then that's mistake number one. Get out of it and find something else. Find someone who is better. Oh, I'm back. I'm done with my makeup. I didn't put lips on because I am gonna go get my hair done and I don't want to put lipstick on right now. But yeah, this was the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I don't know when this is gonna get uploaded, if it will ever get uploaded, but I felt the need to film and talk, so here we are. And yeah, that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you in my next one. Okay, if I ever do that again. Yeah, and this has been it. Okay, bye. Deuces.